Hey everybody, welcome back to Row Country. Today we're working on this transitional farmhouse Halloween welcome sign that you see here. I just love it. I think it turned out really cute. Here are all the items you're going to need. I got one of these go your own way signs at the Dollar Tree. I also picked up this 3-pack of Harvest Welcome and Thankful signs at the Dollar Tree. This is from last year, the linked pumpkins, but you could cut one of these pumpkins in half and use it instead if you can't find those. Other items you're going to need: spray paint, wood filler, raffia. There were some needle nose pliers there. Some leaves of your choice. I just pulled these off some stems. And of course, glue, sticks, and that apparatus to apply it. So we're going to start by just removing all of the twine and also that plastic piece that's on the back or the front there. That's all going to be removed. Also that red arrow that you saw there on the front, we're going to remove that as well. So I want to shout out to Stephen Mortakis. He actually did the audio that you hear on today's video. This is actually something that he himself composed and allowed me to use for my video today. So I just want to give him a shout out and thank him so much for the beautiful audio that is on here. And I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. I've sped everything up. It's a really simple DIY for you today, but I want you to go ahead and take some time to listen to his audio that he did for me. So did you know that you can actually use toothpaste in lieu of the wood filler to fill in holes? That's a trick that I used as a long-time renter to actually fill holes in the walls after we would hang pictures and artwork and things like that. Toothpaste actually fills it really well. It doesn't shrink like some wood filler does and is known to do. You have to be real good and careful about wiping it off of the surface so that when you touch up or paint over it, you don't get that resistance, because it can give you some resistance. So just use it sparingly. Make sure you fill in the holes really well, and then wipe it off really good so that it stays nice and clean. But you'll see on the painted piece, it filled the holes really well for me. So I used it today and did not use the wood filler that I showed. But if you don't have any extra white toothpaste laying around, go ahead and pick up some wood filler for this part of the project. And here's the painted project. Look how well those holes are filled. I was just really pleased with that. So what we're going to do here is just use our needle nose pliers, and we are going to start to deconstruct this linked pumpkin sign. It comes apart very easily. You could almost use your fingers if you wanted to. I didn't. I have a thing about cracking my nails anytime I try to do something like that. But the needle nose pliers did work really well just to unlink each part of this. And I also wanted to let you know too, the front of it where the burlap signs are, we're not going to paint that side. So you don't even have to go the extra step to remove that. Like I said today, the DIY is super simple. Lots of tips and tricks here that I'm hoping that you're able to use in your DIYs. But I'll let you finish watching me go ahead and remove this. I did end up taking off that wire part at the top too because I decided that I didn't need it. And that raffia bow I'm going to reuse on the finished product. So because I decided to use the welcome and not the harvest, I'm just trying to figure out the spacing there and how I'm going to work out those 3 pumpkins for that sign to fit. So I went ahead and used the white spray paint on these pumpkin pieces, and now I'm just taking a sanding block and adding some wear and tear to the pieces to kind of give them that farmhouse aged wear and tear worn look on the pieces. I really like the way that this looks as well, and it does bring a little bit of that Halloween orange into the piece for me. And now the fun part begins. We're going to go ahead and start gluing down these 3 pumpkin pieces just using some hot glue. And now that we have the pumpkins stacked on the wooden piece, we're going to start to add the raffia back on. The goal here is to just cover up those holes so that they're not detracting from the piece. I felt like because we couldn't match up the holes exactly, we need to spread out some raffia, cover those holes, and again, that just brings in some more of the farmhouse look. And now we're just going to start adding in some leaves. At this point, you could, if you wanted to, whitewash these leaves a little bit for the more neutral farmhouse decor that a lot of people are going for this year. I decided to not mute mine out. The reason being is because I want to use this sign from Halloween through fall, and I really like bringing in those natural oranges and reds into the decor. I think it just really sets this piece off. So again, go ahead and mute your leaves if you want to, or leave them natural looking like mine are here. So as I mentioned, instead of using harvest, I decided to use welcome This will sit on my buffet that I decorate for every season. At least I try to. So I felt like welcome would be better for both Halloween and for fall. So we're just going to attach that with some hot glue there, and then we're good to go. And here it is. It's finished. This is a sneak peek at some other DIYs that are coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time in Row Country. Again, a big shout out to Stephen Mortakis for that audio. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. See you next time.